gonna start off with the first question. So the first one is, where are you from, and what is your native language?
I'm from Jordan and my native language is Arabic.
Arabic. Oh, okay. Well, so gonna go on to the next question, which is, so what methods did you use to learn English? So, for example, if you go to school and you learn English from there, so what is your methods in learning English?
Because in Jordan we study English since KG2, so we are almost 4 years old.
Oh, ooh, very early.
Very early,
Very early.
4 years old. And then also from my industry, I'm from tourism industry.
Tourism industry. Oh, okay. So, since year 4, and then until what year? Did you what?
Or until 12,
12.
and then college, university, then from the work environment.
Oh, okay. Very interesting. And so for the third question is, what was the most difficult aspect of learning English, in your opinion?
The difficult is not to practice.
It's not to practice.
Not to practice, but like studying without practicing, I don't think so. It will be a good.
Oh, so so not practice, just learn.
Like learning alone without a practice, I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
It will be a good issue.
Okay. So so for the fourth question is, how often did you use English in your daily life when you first started learning?
For me, because I'm using daily, we have the classes in the school, but in the industry, we are using daily because it's the language we are using in the tourism industry.
Oh, you must use English.
It is the original language to study English, to work in English.
Oh, okay.
So the Arabic we just use it outside of the
Outside
industry.
of the work. Oh, okay. Okay, very interesting. Okay. So for the fifth question is, why did you decide to learn English, and what kept you motivated to continue learning English as you grow as a person? Why did you learn English?
Because when I decided to continue with the tourism industry, with the hotel industry, it become like the English will become, by default, will become your primary
English. So your native language would be like behind.
like your Malay or your Bahasa will be in my industry will be the second.
The second.
So your English will be number one because you are using daily all the time.
Oh, okay.
So this will be the difference.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Very interesting. So for the last question, what advice would you give to someone who is just starting to learn English?
My advice is to read and listen and practice.
Read, listen, and also practice. Okay, so
So-
you did all three of those until now.
Read, listen, and practice, because if you don't practice, you will forget.
Oh, okay. Yes, that is very true. Okay, so that's it for our questions. Thank you for.
Thank you.
Hello, good evening. So for the first question, which is, where are you from and what is your native language?
Hi, good evening. I'm from Philippines and my native language is Filipino.
Next, for the second questions, what methods did you use to learn English?
I learn in school and most of time in online.
Next questions, what was the most difficult aspect of learning English for you?
For me, the most difficult aspect of learning English is pronunciation and creating or understanding sentence, especially when it comes to using part of speech.
For the fourth questions, how often did you use English in your daily life when you first started learning it?
I think I use English most of the time, especially at the school, and I'm trying to socializing with other people use English language.
For the fifth questions, why did you decide to learn English and what kept you motivated?
I decide to learn English because I know that one day I will be able to use this, and it's also an advantage when I comes to socializing with other people.
And last but not least, what advice would you give to someone who is just starting to learn English?
What can I say is be patient to yourself. It's difficult sometimes, but learning really takes time. Give importance to even the smallest details and just enjoy learning. That's the most important.
Thank you very much for your answer and thank you for participate in our interview session.